This is a short video that's designed to show you a three-step method for conversations and a resource library that will teach your students how to think better, listen better, and feel connected to what they are learning. The conversation method starts with a quote that gets the kids thinking about some theme. It is short, deep, and most importantly, relatable to all of your students' lives. The shortness of the quote creates access for all of your kids and gets your language and diverse learners, as well as your gifted learners, all on the same page. With the quote in hand, the next steps are to direct the students to create a claim and a counterclaim related to the quote, and then answer an essential question. Working together, the quote, claim, counterclaim, and essential question make up the structure for the conversation. To implement the method, you send a Google form to the kids before the conversation takes place. On the form, kids go through the entire method themselves as a practice. For the claim, they state the quote in their own words and paraphrase it in a way that they understand it. And then they share personal experiences that connect to their understanding. For the counterclaim, students come up with another idea that competes against the claim, something that is equally believable to them. The claim and counterclaim will be the source of the creative tension once the conversation starts, because students will have to hold two competing ideas in their head at the same time and think critically about both of them. During the conversation, they'll get practice listening and understanding the different perspectives of the other students. So this is a nice way to promote social emotional learning, equity, and culturally responsive learning at the same time. Once the students submit this Google form to you, you get their responses on a spreadsheet. So now you're able to strategize in advance who you're going to call on, whose ideas you're going to share anonymously, and what sorts of interesting personal experiences of the students that you're going to bring up during the conversation to draw out student interest. Reviewing the spreadsheet carefully beforehand ensures that you can keep the conversation going when it hits those dead spots. It's sort of like a security blanket for you. Once you do it a few times, you and the kids learn the drill. After the conversation is over, you can have the kids answer the essential question again and invite students to take a position and use reasoning to back up the position. The essential question is a great way to measure the impact that the conversation had on their thinking. You can also use the question to connect to academic content. The method can be implemented in all kinds of settings, face-to-face, hybrid, or completely online. And it can be used with an entire class, a small group of students, or even individually if you want to give kids an enrichment activity. Now here's the library of resources that goes along with the method. You'll see quotes from different authors which span a wide range of diverse religious, racial, and ethnic backgrounds. There's writers, poets, civil or women's rights activists, former presidents, philosophers like Plato, Aristotle, the Stoics, even quotes from Buddhism and Confucianism. And there's even some celebrities to mix it up a bit. All of the conversations are laid out the same way and contain lots of resources to help you with implementation. The student handout is the Google form. Click on that and you get a copy for you to edit and organize in your drive. Just send that off to the students and you're ready to go. There's also a convenient SEL map with pre-sorted conversations you can use to address specific SEL skills. You can access the conversation library from your desktop and from a mobile app. The app is your tool for brainstorming which conversations make sense for your classroom. So you'll always have fresh ideas at your fingertips.